Well, hello everyone, and welcome to your Sagittarius New Moon Astro Energy Report and Guided Meditation for November 30th, December 1st, depending on where you are, of 2024. I am Susan Saucier, your spiritual intuitive coach. First, happy birthday to all the Sagittarius out there. I hope you enjoy your month. Please note that this report is for everyone. If you know your birth chart, you can look to see where Sagittarius is, and it may help you know what area of your life you're working on. Now, if Sagittarius is your sun, moon, or rising sign, you will definitely be feeling this a bit more deeply. If this is your first time here, welcome. I do hope you enjoy this message and meditation, and if you do, I hope you will subscribe and leave a comment and a thumbs up. And for those of you who are my current subscribers, thank you so much, as always, for your love and support. And for those of you who do wish to go directly to the guided meditation portion, I have placed a timestamp in the notes below. So let's begin by talking about what you may experience over the next few weeks. First, I'd like to review some of the negative and positive aspects of Sagittarius. I do this because many times you will experience some of these behaviors yourself, or you will notice them in other people, and it kind of helps you navigate through what's going on. So some of the negative aspects that you may encounter from Sagittarius are they can be very impulsive, and they can be very blunt. They're going to speak their mind. They can be restless, over-idealistic, and they tend to sometimes avoid deep commitments and emotional connections. Some of the positive aspects you may encounter are feeling adventurous and optimistic, honest and direct and social butterfly, generous spirit, loving to learn and having a deep philosophical discussion with friends, and just enjoying the life experiences of just doing things last minute and being okay with it. Now, Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, and Jupiter is the planet of expansion, wisdom, and optimism. Sagittarius is a fire sign, so that means it creates a spark and fiery nature that manifests in a number of ways, like their ability to be spontaneous and adventurous. Sagittarius is the 9th sign of the zodiac, and it's represented by the Archer. People born under this sign are said to be explorers, dreamers, and eternal learners. They're often drawn to fields such as education, law, religion, and travel. Sagittarius is a mutable sign, which means it's associated with flexibility and adaptability. Mutable signs are known for being comfortable with change and for embracing the ebb and flow of life. Now, let's talk about this new moon in Sagittarius and what you may encounter during this time. Now, as you know, new moons are all about planting seeds and growing your garden. And, we are at the end of 2024, which I don't know where the time went. I'm sure a lot of you feel that it went super fast this year. Doesn't matter if you're young or old. I know we used to say the older you get, the faster it goes, but I have young people in my life and they are like, it's flying by. Just to mention that, we are planting the seeds because it doesn't matter whether it's the beginning of a new year, the beginning of a new month or a season. You have the opportunity all the time, even when it's not a new moon, to be planting the seeds of what you wish in your life. The whole meaning behind it is that you take care of this like you would anything you truly love and want in your life. So while you're planting these seeds and discovering what it is you truly want in your life, the more you focus on them in positive ways, the more you nurture them with love and appreciation and gratitude for what you do already have, the more they grow. The more you ignore them, the more you feel angry, hateful, resentful, and whatever else comes up that's on that negative scale, the more they will just flounder and fall away. The new moon energy does help support that even more, and the fact that we are in a Sagittarius new moon means that it is time to just step out of your comfort zone, take some chances, be adventurous, do things last minute, and you might be surprised at how easy that all flows for you. Now, if you look over the year and the changes you've made from the beginning of the year to where you are now, it's important that you recognize what you have changed, what you haven't changed, and what you wish to change. So let's think about that for a moment. Let's just picture that you're out planting these seeds, and each seed represents something you want in your life. You have a seed in a whole row that you have plowed that's ready to put those seeds in, or perhaps they're already there and you're nurturing them. But I want you to really focus on what they are and what they represent in your life. So let's just say that first row represents your relationships. And this can be with friends, loved ones, family, co-workers, can be with anything. Just relationships are in this first row. How do you want your relationships to look going forward? And you have to remember that it's not just what you want. It's how you are bringing in that vibration and that energy that surrounds the relationships you want. You are a number one participant in creating this. So you don't want to be that person who is saying, I want these loving, wonderful relationships, and then you go out and you're driving in the car and you're flipping people off because they're cutting you off and you're angry and yelling at them, and then you're just totally messing up that vibration for everything you just planted. Not saying it's okay what people do in our lives. I know we all have loved ones and relatives and friends and just people in our lives in general and coworkers that can really be challenging. And they represent a lot of the life lessons that we go through. So instead of shying away from it or being angry about it or feeling like you just want to scream sometimes, take that deep breath and say, oh, I've invited this situation, this person into my life to teach me something. And many of you probably realize that you have someone in your life, whether it's the same person or someone who keeps coming into your life that has a lot of the same emotions that they trigger in you. And that is because you are still growing and learning something from that. So instead of fighting against it, because you just plowed that whole row filled with how you want to plant the seeds for your relationships in your life, take the time to sit back and really look at that and how you want it to move forward for you. Also, bring along your inner child as you walk this path, this particular row of relationships. And notice how you were as a child. Perhaps you were the peacemaker, or you were the good girl or boy who always did everything right just to stay out of the way. Or maybe you were one who felt neglected and just felt lost. Whatever it may be, it usually has a big piece of the puzzle as to what you're going through now in your life. So you want to bring in your inner child to recognize what was going on back then, what you can change, and what you can create going forward as you're planting these seeds regarding your relationships. Now let's go to the next row. And perhaps this row represents, maybe the material things you want in your life. Maybe you need a new car or a new home or whatever it is you are really wanting. As you sprinkle those seeds and you're nurturing them to grow, again, you want to pay attention to what emotions they bring up in you. So if you had a new car, how are you going to feel? And to make that car more real, what does it smell like? The new interior. What does it feel like to have your hands on the steering wheel? Where are you going? Where are you driving to? What music do you have playing? Think of all these things and make it real in your mind, because when you're planting the seeds, it's not just like you toss them in the dirt. You have to focus on them. You have to bring them into your awareness, and that happens through thoughts and emotion. And emotion is key in every element of your creation, because energy is emotion, and that emotion flows out and creates more of the same. So feel that joy and happiness, because the emotion you're going to feel from receiving what it is you want in your life is really the key ingredient for what you're searching for. So as you travel down this row that you're planting of seeds of the material things you're wanting in your life, just go ahead and create, because right now you are gifted with the beauty and the elegance of this new moon and the energy that's provided to help you really bring this manifestation to a higher level. And now let's go down another row. And this row can be whatever it is you've been desiring in your life. And I'll leave that up to you. So what is it you really want in your life? Think about that. A lot of times it's an emotion to be happy, to be free, to have peace. Whatever it may be, to have great health. Go ahead and start planting these seeds, or perhaps, again, you may have already planted them, but we're going to nurture them even more. So as you walk down this row, I want you to also think about everything in your life that you're grateful for. It can be the smallest things. I guarantee you, no matter how upside down your life may feel at this moment, you can still find at least 5 things to be grateful for. And when you're grateful, that is the most powerful ingredient to bring about what you desire in your life. Because the emotion of gratitude is that you've already received it. And it just feels so amazing. So bask in that energy for a moment of being grateful for what you have in your life and grateful for everything that's on the way. Remember, we don't need to know when it's coming, how it's coming. You just need to know that it's arriving and it's waiting for you to step into it. Now, this Sagittarius new moon, it is adventurous. It is spontaneous. It's brave. It can be blunt. So, you might even find yourself speaking up more than you thought you could. And for a lot of you, that can be a really good thing. Think of how you've grown over the months, over the years, of who you were many years ago, where you probably just held everything in. And you're learning to speak up, learning to take care of you in a way that you never did before. And it's important that you continue on this journey. And for those of you who are still working on boundaries, yes, this is still a great time to set those boundaries and honor them. And when I say honor them, that means when people are breaking them and stepping all over them, you hold strong and you honor the boundary you set, because you're the only one that can do that. You cannot change anyone else, but you can change yourself and the way you set your boundaries and hold them in place. And this teaches others how to respect you and how you want to be treated. And even though at times they may get angry and they may try to say you're selfish or you're this and you're that, that's their way of testing you, of pushing you to switch and change your mind and go back to being the peacemaker and the people pleaser. And it is up to you. You can go back down that road, but then this lesson will come through again and again. So stand tall. Use the energy of the Sagittarius new moon to be brave, to stay powerful, to be blunt and speak what you truly feel. And you can do that in a positive way because they are optimistic also. So use the energy of this new moon to be optimistic as well. And think about staying positive through the negative times. I know that's not always easy. Think of it like flipping a switch. When you find yourself talking in your mind and perhaps talking down about yourself or judging others or yourself, whatever it may be, but you know it's negative, you know it's not healthy, just go ahead and flip that switch and change it over to positive. Whatever you were saying that was negative in your mind, say the opposite to make it a positive statement, an affirmation. Speak it out loud if you must. Write it down, because when you write things down and you speak them out loud and you focus on them with love, you are actually using many parts of your brain to activate it into your reality. Now, I also want to remind you that I know with some of you it can be difficult going through the holidays for many different reasons. Some will be lost loved ones, some will be lost pets, some will be because their relatives make them crazy. Whatever it may be. It's not always just about joy, which is a wonderful time of the year, but it should be a wonderful time of the year every day if you choose to make it that way. So use this time to not only reflect on the past in the year you've gone through, but use it to embrace all the things you've changed about yourself. And when you go visit relatives or spend the holidays, wherever it is you may be spending them, even if it's alone, I want you to remember that you are what matters. You are special. You are loved. And even if you're feeling alone, you are surrounded by your Creator and angels and loved ones that are always with you and cheering you on. Now remember, you're exactly where you're supposed to be, and you always have the free will to change or to stay in the same routine. There's no pass or fail. There's no right or wrong. There's just you on your journey, adapting, evolving, expanding your wings when you're ready. Remember, whatever lessons are showing up for you, they are what you came here to learn and to overcome, and you will. And all the life experiences that you've endured so far, they carry the missing pieces that will help you move through the lessons successfully when you get out of your own way. Go into your heart and just feel pure divine love. You are more than your pain. You're more than your scars. You're more than your fear. Those are just badges you wear that remind you of who you were and who you're becoming. You are amazing, my dear friend. I love you, and I hope you have a wonderful holiday season. Now, if you've enjoyed this, I hope you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell and leave a message. If you are interested in preparing your space for the new moon, there's a link below for that. And if you're ready to enjoy your new moon guided meditation, well, find a comfortable place and let's begin. Close your eyes and take a nice, deep, cleansing breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Asking the universe, God, your creator, to shine light on you during this new moon. And as we join together in love and harmony to create your new world, we ask to be embraced in the highest vibration of pure divine love and pure healing white light, surrounding you with peace, love, happiness and joy, gratitude, safety and protection. Now allow any thoughts that may come into your mind to simply drift up and away, clearing away any clutter that has been clouding your mind, knowing that you can tend to these thoughts later if they are needed. But right now, it's time to allow your body and your mind to relax, to let go, letting all those thoughts drift up and away, making room for clarity to come through. Just letting that space free up, release. For this is your time and your space where you're granting your body and your mind and your spirit the opportunity to design and create a beautiful frequency of high vibrational love and light. Take another deep breath in through your nose and slowly release through your mouth. Notice how your body is responding by relaxing even deeper now. Entering into this process of creating your new world. Asking Archangel Michael from the south to join you on this journey, bringing safety and protection. Asking Archangel Raphael from the east to bring healing as you reclaim your power and leave behind what no longer serves you. Calling in Archangel Uriel from the north and asking for stability and balance in your life. And calling in Archangel Gabriel from the west to shower you with pure, cleansing, white, healing light, love, and peace as you transition from one dimension to the next, letting your body and your mind relax even deeper now. Feeling yourself drifting and floating, looking out on the horizon to your future and what you desire. Allow the energy to fill you up with amazing new creative thoughts and ideas. And these thoughts and ideas will bring about the desire that you wish for in your life. And when you see and feel what it is you're wishing to bring into your life, notice what emotion you're feeling. And let that emotion become so big that it's flowing through your entire body and you can feel it. Your mind, your thoughts, your energy. Allow it to flow into your world by enhancing the relationship you have with yourself. Notice that you're talking to yourself with loving words and encouragement. Loving yourself unconditionally. Know that you are worthy to receive the blessings that you desire in your life. And this beautiful energy is now enhancing the relationship you have with others, letting you connect on a deeper level. Letting those walls you have built around your heart begin to slowly come down so you can fill them up with loving relationships that you seek. Instead of fear-based, they are now filled with love so that you can attract the right kind of loving relationships that you seek in your life. Now you can feel the energy in your body shifting even more as it's creating balance in the relationships you have with everything in your life, not just people, but creating a balance with the relationship you have with money. Understanding that it's not the money you've been seeking, it's the emotion that you know it will give you. Perhaps it's happiness or relief or joy, freedom, whatever it may be. Let that emotion flow through your body right now and let yourself feel the gratitude of having all that you desire. Be open to receive, planting those seeds, watching them grow and unfolding in your life. Now I want you to think in your mind of a situation or a relationship, something that has been taking up some space in your mind and in your world and your thoughts and your feelings. What has been keeping you stuck? And ask that you can receive clarity on how to move forward. And whether you receive some clarity right now or in the near future, just know that it's done. Know that the clarity is there to bring about the desire that you're seeking. And what is it that you value about yourself and that you value about the world you live in? And how you would like others to value you. Now, as you expand your wings and enhance the way you communicate with others as well, and how you communicate with yourself, know that when you speak lovingly to yourself and you respect yourself, you are teaching others to do the same. Let that emotion fill you up, how it feels to have others treat you the way you truly want to be treated. Now going forward, you will notice when that heavy part of you, the inner critic, shows up, and you will understand the wounds that present themselves to you. Because this allows you to bring love and nurturing to that part of you, so you can release it into the violet flame, the beautiful purple violet flame. Now invite your inner child to join you on this journey. Give your little one lots of love and support. And let your little one show you and remind you of how creative your imagination can be, and where in your life you can find more balance and harmony when you get out of your own way. Now let that inner child bring up to the surface some of the wounds and the junk that you've put away in the closet that you haven't been wanting to deal with. Knowing that it's safe, you are surrounded by love and light and safety. And it's okay to feel these emotions. It's okay to let your inner child bring you wisdom and knowledge as to how you can move forward in your life by shedding these old wounds that you no longer need to keep with you. Take a moment now to sit with your inner child and to feel the emotions and to just let go. Just release. Just breathe. Nice and slow. Releasing all the stuff that you've been carrying, that you know in your heart you no longer need to hold on to. Letting your inner child know how much he or she is loved, and that you will no longer ignore them when they are needing your attention. Feel that beautiful, divine, unconditional love surround you and your inner child, and let the healing take place. Now love that inner child and let that inner child love you back. Take the time you need to spend together. Knowing you can always connect with your inner child anytime you desire. Now it's time to set your intention. How do you want your relationships to look and feel? With everyone and everything in your life, what experiences do you want to have? Now, as you transition from this world as we know it into a new reality of being, recognize that you're simply floating between dimensions, preparing to transition, to change where needed, to create the world that you want for yourself. The power you hold is within you, and it always has been. It is you and only you who can make that choice. Now see yourself looking up into the sky at that beautiful stars, and you can feel a breeze across your face, smelling the fresh air, taking a deep breath, manifesting what you desire in your life by feeling it, seeing it in your mind, and letting every emotion you choose for your future that you desire to come to the forefront. Feel it. See it before you. Brighten the colors, turn up the volume, let it all unfold, and act as if you have already received all your wishes, and feel that gratitude flow through your entire body. Know that it is done, and that everything will unfold for your highest good and the highest good of all. And so it is. Taking a long, slow, deep breath through your nose and slowly exhale through your mouth. Have a wonderful day, my friend. Namaste.